See, a lot of people call God for what God had nothing to do with. I needed to take time back to see what I had done to her. The years when I was feeling like I was still young and cheating all day, breaking her heart and everything, to the years where, okay, I wasn't there and just pursuing my dreams. But I forgot that this was a human being that was taking records
Yeah. Yeah.
and taking experiences of her life as well. So I became somebody that she didn't recognize anymore at some point, and I couldn't even call her to pick up the phone. And the same woman I had so much control over, I had no control over anymore because she outgrew me. You know what I mean? So to get that restored and to achieve that back, I needed to go back and start afresh.
Nollywood actor Bolanle Ninolowo finally parted ways with his wife of 16 years, Bumi. Well, this man does not want to continue eating the same food every day. You all know that Ninolowo looks like a gigolo. It is true. It looks like a ladies' man. It looks like someone who wants to be appreciated by different women. He actually announced his infidelity and he said this almost ruined his marriage. But finally, he felt that the best way out of this is just to end this marriage rather than causing continuous pain, agony. Let me put an end to this marriage, as it seems I cannot stay with this woman. I have to continue, and if she cannot accept the fact that I am a gigolo, I am a ladies' man, well, I have to move on. This is not the first time that actor Ninolowo has been with several women here and there. This is not the first time, but they've been able to kind of forgive each other and move on, forgive each other, quarrel, fight, and all of that before he ends into someone RIP. It is better both of you quit. Well, I don't know. Maybe you might say, why can't he work on it? Must he cheat? Must he go with someone else? Look at the guy. Look at this guy. Apart from being an actor, he has gone to pump his arms, chest, package himself. And every time you give him a role, he is not going to be a gate man. He's not going to be a poor man. He wants to be this gigolo. Same like Jim Ike. Have you ever seen Jim Ike act any movie where he's not chasing a woman, trying to impress a woman? And is Jim Ike married now? No. Jim Ike is also divorced because he needs to taste different food every time, every now and then. It's the same thing with Ninolowo. That's just what it is. That's just what it is. Ninolowo needs to taste different women. And I don't know why this man cannot go into polygamy, announce it like Yul Edochie, even though he's a failed polygamist. Well, Ninolowo announced the end of the marriage and he wrote some long episode. And I'm going to read it out. We are talking about a marriage that has been rocky. In fact, 5 years after reconciliation with Bumi, Ninolowo announced cutting off ties as a result of his, he likes to taste different things. He likes different ringtone. He likes different shape and form and all of that. And he's like, you know what? I just have to cut this off. I'm going to read what he wrote. Finally, I accept the reality of the end to a road. A sad reality that gives room and hope for a brighter and more fulfilling future. A reality that is sad for my loving and adorable children, but necessary for a peaceful and lovable future. A sad reality that screams that I won't live or be around forever. I must take care of my health and mental state for the goodness of all. I don't know what that means. Take care of my health and mental state. I am kind of thinking that the mental part of it is the continuous reminder by Bumi of the atrocities and the suspicion will always be there. Where are you? Where did you go? How come you're not coming home? You promised you're coming home. Who sent you messages? I heard a ringtone. No, nobody called me. All of that I think is what he's referring to as mental state, for the goodness of all. My health, I don't know what is wrong with his health. Is his wife beating him? I don't think so. He went on to say, my wife and I have decided to go our separate ways and headed for an irreconcilable marriage dissolution. Please respect our privacy and pray for us during this process as we heal and move on with our independent lives while jointly taking care of what we have lost, of what we love most, our children. Now, this guy is so dumb. You want people to be out of your matter, yet you brought it on social media. Is it a big deal? If you want to break away from your wife, break away from your wife. You didn't call us when you got married to her. So why are you telling us about the long episode? Why are you telling us about the long, sad journey, irreconcilable dissolution, and that everyone should respect your privacy? Are you not normal? Why are you telling us this? If you want peace, if you don't want anyone to talk about it, if you don't want them to dig, they are going to dig. We are going to dig. We are going to dig because you invited us in. You should have just ended the marriage as quiet as when both of you got married, and don't say nothing. Just move on with your life. If anyone finds you or sees you with one lady here and there, let them talk. Yes. And if they find your wife with someone else, let them move on. Let everybody talk. It's as simple as that. And if for one reason or the other, someone comes across you with a mic in front of your mouth, asking about your marriage, if you choose to, you can say, sorry, I'm not comfortable to discuss about this. What you see is what you see. End of story. That would have kept it quiet. But for you to come out to tell us, seriously, for you to come out to tell us, really? You came out to tell us that you are separating from your wife, and we know that not so long ago you had this reconciliation, and that reconciliation is as a result of as a result of your actions. And we know what this action is. You like waist training, not waist trainer, waist training. You like to train your waist. Apart from pumping your muscles, you like to train it. You like to train. Yes, you like to shift pants. You like it. You like to take your bola here and there. Anyway, I'm not kind of blaming him anyway. If so, everyone that is called out for marriage, some people have weakness and they're not disciplined. Some people are just tired of the woman coming home, seeing the same woman, the same smell, the same ringtone, nothing new, nothing changed. And there are people that are dynamic. There are people that are so dynamic. I mean, you can't just put them in a box. So these are things that some are not disciplined, like I said. Some are so dynamic, you can't put them in a box. After a while, maybe after 10 years, they begin to get tired of the same thing. Like nothing new is coming, like they need to see something different. Back in those years, many, many years ago, 20 years ago, even 10 years ago, nobody was fixing, liposuction, butt lift, Brazilian this. No one was doing any of this. People were doing something different. But now we are in this era where fake, lipo, this. Maybe Ninolowo is beginning to, get interested in the new thing. Now, you might say, okay, what about the wife? Why can't the wife also feel like, I'm not saying that this is a trend, like this is how it's supposed to be, or a norm. No, I'm just saying that there are some people who are disciplined, some are not disciplined, some have weakness, while some are so dynamic. You can't put them in a box. You can't say this is what they will keep eating for a long time. They get to a point and they're like, no, I don't want to taste this anymore. Maybe Ninolowo is that kind of person. And when you see a man that has pumped his chest, light skin, foreign citizenship, pump his chest, carbs, acting like a gigolo in most of his movies. What do you think? The competition will be too stiff. It will be too stiff. So Ninolowo said, okay, you know what? Let us just end this thing since it seems there's no trust and trust cannot be there because I will always keep falling into adultery. And so let's just end this marriage so that I can deal with myself as a single man, take care of my kids and do what I need to do. Stay by yourself if you want to move on. And you know the funniest of it, people like Ninolowo, I don't know, I'm just saying, I don't know, I don't know, but I'm just thinking. There are people like Ninolowo, they are the types that will be angry. They would like to fight. If their wife, their ex-wife now, separated wife, starts hanging out with another guy again, at first they'll be like, it's my remnant. As if you two are not a remnant. It's so funny when people say this kind of thing. They will look at the woman and say the woman is their remnant. How can you say the woman is your remnant? You two are a remnant now, or she did not use you. It's about using. Everybody's using themselves. So if he's that kind of man, he might say, this is my remnant, and whatever. Then after a while, he'll start getting angry. I want to see my children. Please, can you just stay away? I need to be with my children. And it will begin to make things rough, because this type of men sometimes, like Yul Edochie, they want to have their cake and eat it. That's it. He wants to jolly out there. And when he comes home, when he feels like, it's only a while I smell that's my normal, regular perfume, the smell of my wife. Then he will come home again like, hey dear, what's going on? That kind of thing. What are your thoughts about this one? Like and share, subscribe to this channel. See you in the next update.